Rodrigo, we know what this means, right? What does it mean, folks? So we got to do one of three things. What are the three things?
Sing, dance,
dance, or he can tell the joke. If we tell a joke, it's got to be clean, right? It's got to be Disney or above. Which you prefer?
I'm a bad dancer.
I don't believe that.
I can't, and I don't want to sing because then I'm just singing.
After you,
I'm just gonna give you a joke.
okay, let's do a joke. He's gonna give a joke. Let's give a round of applause.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other side.
He got a smattering of applause for that one. Do we have another one?
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
In the room right there.
What's that?
In Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas. So these folks, Vegas, are saying that you tuned in late. I don't know whether that's true or not. What do you think?
He was walking in the room.
I think he was actually here.
What's that?
He was actually here already.
Who was?
But Ray was here already.
Oh, Ray just came. Ray just got in. He was here though?
No, he was here already.
All right. Ray was on
No,
the
but
he was already there.
My sense on this one is he gets a coffee buy because we all took a coffee buy. Right? Is that fair? Because we took a 2-minute delay as well for coffee. Is that okay? So Ray, you get a pass this time, man. So welcome back, Vegas. What we were working on is we were making a list of as many of the tools or techniques that we've worked on as possible. So if you guys could also start putting that list together when we get back to practicing, your objective is to have as many items on that list as possible. These are the tools or techniques we've worked on the last 3 days. So the last 3 days that we were together. Good with that? Now, we said it was a contest. So one person at each group, please count the number of items on your list. Go ahead and do that now. Count the number of items. We know, Vegas, you don't have yours yet. Maybe start making your list. I've got 10 from this group here. What do we have here? Go ahead and write the number on there. 16. We've got 16 from this group.
11.
What, we have 11 here. Write that number down. How many do we have? 7. Okay. How many over here? We've got 10. How many? 16. Looks like we almost have a tie. And we've got 11 over here. Okay, good. So for the two folks who have the most, I think it was 16, right?
What about us?
Oh, sorry about that. How many do you have?
17.
Oh.
Count them up. Count them up.
Florida. I'm getting the vibe that 40 is a little competitive. And I don't know where that came from, but that's good. This is great. So we've got 17 here. We've got 2 with 16 as well, right? So the way this is going to work is that we're going to put all 3 of those posters up on the wall, and we're going to go head to head. So the rest of the group is going to help us eliminate repeats. And then we're going to decide who really has the most. Feel ready to do that? Okay, so for the 2 who have 16 and the 1 who has 17, go ahead and put the 3 of them up on the wall there. Send 1 representative up to do it. Oh, you need some tape? It's right there in your tape. Mike's got it for you. Or you got some too. Your team's got it for you right there. I got you. Yep. You're gonna probably need 2 pieces of paper. It's not gonna stay up there. Here's another one. We've got 4 teams competing? No. Okay, all right. 1 team that wanted to compete.
Corey just wanted to stand up and stretch it.
Okay.
Are we supposed to stay by it?
So we're going to need 1 independent referee. Who wouldn't mind being an independent referee? Let's welcome up Melina. Let's give her a great big round of applause. So Melina, you're going to go over here. What you're going to do is you're going to read the lists out loud to us. Okay? Now for the other 2 folks who are presenting, you're going to cross. So Corey, Scott, you're going to cross items off if they're repeats, and you're going to put a check by them if they're unique to your team. Sound good?
Wait, are we included?
Yes, definitely. Let's head up there, Heidi. Yep. So Heidi's up there. Melina, your job is to be as objective as possible. What you're going to do is start reading down the list, okay? If they have them, they can put a check on them, and then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate the repeats.
Okay.
Good with that?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Mirroring.
Got mirroring? So let's all check off mirroring. What's mirroring again?
Mimicking the same action.
You gotta scratch out power.
Yeah, we got to be careful because it's different from aping, right? Aping is copying exactly.
Okay, power phrase.
That's what monkeys do. We don't do that. Power phrase you've got.
Open-ended questions. Listening. Ask for referrals. Goals. Smile while talking. Observations. Connect.
Okay, observations. Let's try to get some clarity on observations. What is that? Who wrote? Which team wrote that? What did that mean?
Like observing the call, what's actually going on, his mood, his tone, you know.
Do we get credit for that one? Is that a technique or tool we worked on?
That's similar.
It goes along with personalization, to getting to know your guy, so you can have that casual chit chat, you know, right?
What do you think, Bruce? Okay, so we're saying that. Why are we saying not really?
Because you don't observe over the phone.
Sure you do.
Okay. Instead, what do?
Listen.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take that one off. We won't get credit for that one.
Okay, so we said connect. Time management.
What does connect mean?
Connect with your dealer.
Common ground.
Common ground.
Okay. Common ground. Is that what you meant? Common ground.
Yeah.
So Melina, if we could check for common ground in all three of these. Finding common ground, right? Because that's going to help us build rapport with the other person.
Okay, no.
This team got it.
So that's a unique one. That's good. Okay, good. So put a check by that because that's unique.
Time management, urgency, collaborate, personality types.
Oh, what do we mean by personality types? What are the personality types?
Maybe distinguish like each
Yeah,
of your
figuring out what
dealers.
type, personality that the other person is, if they're a driver or.
Driver, amiable.
Yeah, like we went to tendencies. That was on page 122, right? Flip with me there to 122 if you're not one of these four folks. That was tendencies. And on page 124, we went to type of prospect you're dealing with, right? Analytical, driver, amiable, expressive. So I guess type of prospect would be the thing. Okay, good.
Magic formula.
Now, magic formula, by the way, was on page, who can find it first? Page 2.9, there you go. 2.9 was magic formula. Let's keep it going.
And then interests.
What were interests?
Primary interest.
What's that?
Like the primary
Nice,
interest.
so there were 4 interest areas, right? The 4 interest areas were on page,
We trained that, we practiced.
what's that? Oh, you were
Oh,
talking
Mike
about-
and I were like memorizing that at the end of the day last week.
Nice,
Trying
cool.
to memorize the as-is, all the barrier stuff as well.
Awesome, it will really help you. So you guys had a chance to practice. We're going to see how that came out a little bit later. That's awesome. So interest areas were on page 3.3.
Prospecting.
They were primary interest, buying criteria, other considerations, and buying motive. So prospecting, what's prospecting?
Cold call. Yeah, cold call.
Yeah,
Could be referrals as well.
there you go. Could be using a referral. There's all sorts of pieces to it. Good.
Go on to the next list.
Sure, go for it.
Indirect referrals.
Oh, could you put a check by that one? Does anyone else have that on their list? Okay, nice. Rory, what's an indirect referral?
GM told me to call you.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, GM told me to call you. I just got off the phone with your GM who suggested I give you a call, right? That was interesting. We actually call that a redirected referral. By the way, redirected referral was on page
19.
2.19. Thanks for that, Alex. 2.20.
Redirected.
Oh, you're right. 2.20 was redirected referral. That's good.
Follow up.
Follow-up?
We have our, rejection referral.
What's a rejection referral?
Like when one dealer rejects you and then you ask him if he like has a friend or a family member that works at another dealership.
So when he said no, but you built up some trust and he seems to like you, right? Then you still ask for a referral. Nice, it's great.
Social media.
Use of social, okay? Who else had use of social in theirs?
Networking.
You had networking, okay? So maybe two slightly different things, right? So what's the difference between networking and social media use?
Social media is strictly online.
Networking is communicating.
Is there really a difference?
Social media is taking information off the.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, what have you, right? So the use of social media and networking are two different things, right? Networking is attending a networking event. You've got a group where there's a situation where you can talk to a lot of people in one day, right? So maybe you're at a trade show or a convention or a Chamber of Commerce meeting or a group of dealerships, something like that, right? Okay. What else you got, Melina?
Availability.
What do you mean by that?
Being available
Always-
like
always be
24/7
there.
for your dealers. After hours, evenings.
Is that something we talked about?
After Christmas.
What's that?
Weekends, holidays, after Christmas.
By the way, is that always a good thing?
No.
Talk to us a little bit about availability, Corey. Like, what's reasonable availability?
I say 24/7.
You do, okay, for you. How many of us have families? Okay, so for those of us with families, do you have a family, Corey, right now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of us do have families, right? So let's just ask a couple of questions. So what is reasonable availability?
24/7.
We had a story that came up that brought up availability. One of you told a story. Might have been Ray.
Jared.
Who was it?
Jerry.
It was Jerry. Okay, sorry, it was Jerry. Remember the story?
Yeah, being in soccer.
What's that? Yeah, he was at a kid's soccer game or a volleyball game, and he stepped outside to take a call and help a dealer, right? So that's a good one. Let's put a check by it, yeah? We just want to be reasonable with it. It's our time, so we want to, it can quickly try to get out of here if we're not careful. What else you got, Melina?
Building relationships.
Sounds a little vague to me. What do we mean by that?
I
Corey's
think
running to
like
his table for help. Throw him a lifeline.
Like an interest
Actually,
area.
it's very helpful for me because when I'm on the phone, when I'm talking to my dealer, when I'm talking about how are you, what you doing, how was your business, and such. I mean, this is building the relationship. They're really like.
Yeah, it's about making a
back
phone
up to
call
me
more,
and,
less about business,
it's
but
just-
more about
yeah.
the personal.
Okay, so I would call that rapport building, but you use a term that works for us, right? So building rapport, talking about things that they're interested in, not just about the business of it. That makes sense to me. That's definitely something we've talked about, isn't it? Put a check there. What you got?
positive reinforcement.
What's that?
Hey, you said it's going to
That's like a warranty.
What was that, Lisa?
Hey, you said it's going to happen, and keep doing that, and then something back. That's positive reinforcement. When you're talking to your dealer, you beef them up to do better.
Let's try to get to a tool or a technique we talked about there. I don't think we talked about positive reinforcement. Did we talk about
What about
that?
like saying, like when they say like, hey, did you see how quick that funded? It's because you had a clean package. Keep doing that.
What do you call that?
Good job.
Training.
It kind of is training, right? It's kind of training the customer a little bit. So we used to call it, at Cintas, we call it making seconds that count, right? Hey, that's the way the Cintas does it. We do it at Dale Carnegie as well, right? Hey, this is part of the Dale Carnegie system for training. It's these principles. You do it at CPS as well. So what's a good way for us to all remember that particular item? What should we call it? Or what do you call it, Matt? Should we call it positive reinforcement? Who's got an
Can it be
idea?
like the outcome of the deal?
Outcomes?
Because everyone wants to get paid. And the payout.
Results.
Praising the dealer.
What was it?
Praising him. Praising the dealer for sending in a good package so that we can get funded.
What do you think? We're getting there. Praising the dealer, results, outcome, payout. What's a way we can remember this? Something that will stick in our head. Get more. Who's got a name for this that'll work? Follow-up? Follow-up's getting there? By the way, I don't have any magic name in my head. You're going to have to tell me what it is. You got to call it something. Have you ever seen that Far Side cartoon? It's like the guy in the front yard, and he's got his dog, and on the side he's spray painted D-O-G, and he's got a tree, and he's spray painted T-R-E-E, and then he's got a house, and he's spray painted H-O-U-S-E across it. You ever seen that Far Side cartoon? Probably not, right? Guy's kind of crazy, but it is sort of what we do, right? As human beings, we try to label these things so that we can remember them. So we just need a label for what we're talking about here. It's like positive reinforcement. Hey, clean packages fund fast. We've said that a few times, right? That package went through, as you noticed, that package went through in 2 days. Clean packages fund fast. What are we going to call that? I heard a few answers. Just raise your hand and we'll go around and try to get one that we like. Go for yours.
Service, selling service?
Reassurance, I heard. Reassurance is getting there, right? That's pretty close. What did you say?
I said like service, selling service.
Selling service?
It's a benefit to the dealer.
So selling the benefit?
No, I mean, a clean package is a benefit to the dealer.
That's right.
Yeah. That's fun.
Is it clarifying the benefits? Is that what it is?
Benefit clarification.
What did you say? To me, it is the perks, right? It's like, we're kind of spelling out the perks.
Sort of like I told you so.
It is kind of like I told you so, right? It's definitely reinforcement. Just tell me, what do you like best?
Reframing.
I heard reframing. And we're going to work on reframing today. That's how we would handle like an objection or hesitation. That's helping them understand how maybe what their concern maybe isn't a huge concern.
Or maybe like fast money.
What about benefit reinforcement? Is you're reinforcing the benefits of what we do, how we do.
Could we write up benefit reinforcement on all 3? Would that work for you? Let's give Lisa a quick round of applause. Elena, give us a few others out of there.
We put, establish a vision, know products.
Know your products, right?
Find out needs.
Okay, uncover needs, so we'll do that through the questioning process. Aaron was talking about that before, right? As is, should be, barrier, payout questions. Good, what else?
Interest. Creating yeses.
What's creating yeses mean?
I like that one.
Yeah, it's like rearranging the question.
So Mr. Carnegie said, get the other person saying yes, yes immediately, right? So asking them some positive questions where the answer is likely to be yes, right? Is going to start moving the deal forward. Then asking them follow-on questions like trial closes, continuing to kind of move the conversation forward. Good. Anything else? Anything else fresh up there?
Penetrate accounts.
Okay.
Block time. Manage your day. And that's it.
Okay. So Melina, you've been looking at all 3 of these closely. We started off with kind of a scoring mechanism with checks and lines and that kind of stuff. I think what's happened is that we've kind of changed it a little bit. Let me just ask you, in your judgment, as the sole and singular referee for these 3 teams, which team would win if you had to select a winner?
Corey's.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Why?
Because he has the most unique answers. He has more of the unique answers.
Okay, so more fresh and unique answers seems to be the most of them. So very nicely done to Corey's team. Very nicely done to all 3 of these teams. Not easy to get 16 items, but let's see if we can get a few more. Let's return to our tables. Let's give everyone that came up a round of applause. So you've all heard a bunch of ideas about the things we've done. Corey wants to put that with his trophy, I think. He's going to have it up on his wall in a minute. So let's talk about other stuff that's in here. At your tables, take your manuals out and literally flip together page by page and make a list of some of the other items that are not that you haven't included so far. So just working with your teams, flip through your manuals all the way up to where it says Module 4 and add some items to your team's list. There's some stuff we haven't covered you're going to find, especially in Module 1. Let's flip through our manuals. Dig in, folks. This is your time to really refamiliarize yourself with this manual. Vegas, flip through a list.